Celia, do you have any, like, you're full of knowledge on these things. Like, what's it like in New York? Because, I mean, in Toronto, I know some artists who have done some music videos, at least some live music videos. I mean, not so much for the case of the engagement, but almost just sort of having it for the song in itself. Like, what do you see with the reason people choose, like, to get have a music video? Is it because they want engagement, or is it they solely just wanting to create it because it's part of their artist's creation?
So what I've noticed is there's a couple of different kinds of artists, and then I'm gonna toss over to Rosalind because we had something we wanted to also touch upon. But within what I've noticed in my time of working with different people in the New York market is there's different people that are utilizing different strategies, and people that are, you know, looking more for live gigs are not prioritizing music videos, and people that are prioritizing things like EPKs, which is electronic press kits and things along those lines, those are the people that are prioritizing creating things like music videos, because that is, you know, part of promoting with those types of materials. I also have noticed that there are like certain demographics of people that want to DIY it, but also certain demographics of people that are all about quality. So I think that it all comes back to strategy specifically. And it could be a wide variety of reasons as to why someone would want to create a music video. Especially in my market, I'm on Long Island, so it's a mix of those people that want to book performances, or their you know, priority is the shows because that's how they make their money, versus just creating the music video, which would in turn, you know, help with their online presence, which could help with shows, but it, like I said, always comes back down to strategy and knowing what to do with the content.
It's like it's personalization, right? So it's like the general advice for this kind of thing is, you know, great, but I do think that it's worth it's how do I put it? It's kind of like, say you pay money to go to the gym, and if you know what you're doing, great, you know you can get results really quickly. But if you don't know what you're doing and you're just going to the gym and, you know, using whatever equipment whenever you can, it's not going to get you the results that you're needing, and your money is just going to go to waste. So that's why, you know, the personal trainers and stuff are there, because then you can find some personal trainers who will personalize the way that you need to be working out, I suppose, and then you can gain those results really quickly, and your money isn't going to waste anymore. Same thing with music videos or anything in the music industry, really. If you're going to want to put money into something, I think it's definitely worth doing it strategically and finding like a content creator coach, or anyone that is willing to personalize, who has, you know, history with it, you know, who knows what they're doing, who has experience with it, but can personalize a strategy specifically for you so that you can get the most out of your money and the most out of the content that you create.
Oh, no, that's
I think
really
that
interesting.
I think that opens up one more layer of things with how to figure out who's going to be a good coach, because I am a coach and I don't take everyone, because you need to make sure that that coach actually has the experience that's going to benefit you and or the knowledge that's going to benefit you. Because in my case, I'm someone that's been creating content since 2007 on the internet, researching the different platforms, what worked, what doesn't work, and also how to utilize, you know, framing in such a way that's going to benefit the artist. So I have a video background, a content background, and an advertising background, because I've worked in the corporate advertising space for so long. So someone like me could come in and be like, all right, I see what you're doing. Let's break this down, what you have done, and refigure your strategy towards your goals. Whereas other people have more cookie cutter stuff, and some people, they'll send you a, this is how you do the algorithm, like plan, but that doesn't mean
is more
that
generalized.
is a plan that is going to work for you. It's very generalized because a couple of my clients were like, yeah, I bought this thing and they say to do 5 posts a day and 6 stories and this and that and make sure you do these certain times within your demographic or like area. But that also doesn't always work because if you look at the growth that I've done over the past 6 weeks, I only do 1 post a day on my pages. I don't do 5 posts a day. You know what I mean? Like there's different things that are going to work for you and it's all about sustainability.
Okay. Well, I've actually then got a question for you, Celia. So, okay, say created a music video, and then the engagement, because obviously, like, how do you prepare yourself? Because once in a while, blue moon, these things happen. You could end up creating something good, going viral, and obviously the key to creating community and thing is the engagement back. If someone comments or likes, the engagement should go, well, at least in my opinion, should go both ways. How would you go about coaching for sort of dealing with that influx of new engagement, the constant notifications, how breaking up the time? Like, what would you say?
Oh boy, am I dealing with that right now. But essentially, like, I want to touch upon the fact that you said viral, because biggest issue that I have noticed, and I worked a bunch of influencer events the past couple of months, as just like someone that was there with a camera, just hearing what the people had to say, and a lot of the people there had a viral post, had a viral video, had something like that. It all comes back to being able to engage with your audience, because if you have a viral video, I would say like half the time you weren't expecting for it to be viral. And now you have this audience and you don't know how to retain it. So what I would say is, dealing with the engagement, you need to build up your audience and build the trust with your audience so that you can then convert your audience into doing things like, you know, commenting or liking or sharing to support if you do have something go viral. Because if people see that you have one video that does really well, at least on like a social media platform, and then they see that all of your other videos don't do well or none of them have comments, then it's going to be harder to make those connections because those people followed you off of that one video that you had go well, and they don't know who you are, what you do, and they're not going to engage in your content further because they don't have any investment in you.
Okay, no, that makes sense. And actually, Terry on the YouTube chat actually agrees with you there too. So you hit a good point. My head's gonna be huge by the end of next year with all this knowledge that I'm gaining. Roz, do you have anything to add on to what Celia said? Agree, disagree? Like, Australian market may be different?
No, it's not too different. It's still the same. I agree with Celia. It's still the same with just figuring out what works personally for you. Which, obviously Australia might be a little bit different to America, but that's the same with, America will be a bit different to Britain and so on and so forth. It's different for every area that you're in, but it's also different for every person as well. Their looks, their voice, their, whatever they're trying to bring to the table, their goals, everything. So the personalization is just, really important. I'll just put that point out there again. I think that's probably a main thing that we need to keep understanding, get through to people.
No, that's brilliant. That definitely helps, and I think if it's helped me, it's certainly helped others out there with that information. As far as I'm concerned, this conversation is so lit. This is the Void Morning Show on CCN Radio. This is Rosalind Gray. So lit. I love this song.
Don't miss the Void Morning Show weekdays at 7 a.m. Eastern, playing these artists and more. Kyla and Joe.
Let me down. You left your mark all over this town. I knew you'd be coming back for more. You always end up outside my door.
Kiri Lee.
my jeans on, cause nothing gon' happen without those things on. Gotta get a little uncomfortable, and anything is possible. Yeah, what we did, whatever we are, and what I'm used to.
The Void Morning Show, presented by CW Productions, Unity 314, and Gray Vision, part of the Content Creator Accountability Network. Because together, we can.